Hi there, I'm Councillor Glen, and this is Saturday, December the 9th, and I'm along the beautiful Trans-Canada Trail, a very nice, snowy winter wonderland here on the Trans-Canada Trail. Want to tell you about some of the things happening this week in the community, some of the things that happened last week in the community at City Hall, and let's jump right into it. First of all, very important, today is the annual OC Transpo Loblaw food drive. It's one of the biggest single-day food collections in the city every single year. There are two locations in Stittsville where you can drop off non-perishable food donations or a cash donation. One location is the No Frills on Iber and Fringewood. The other is Brown's Independent on Stittsville Main Street. And the collection here in Stittsville goes towards the Stittsville Food Bank. So please remember to make a donation when you're out running your errands today. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who helped make last week's Parade of Lights happen. All the volunteers, the Stittsville Village Association who organized it, the Lions who helped to pick up food donations and get the lights up on the trees at the park, and all of the parade entrants and everyone who came out. It was one of the biggest crowds that we've ever had for that parade. What a great success. So thanks to everybody who was a part of it. I also want to say a quick happy Hannukah to everyone who's celebrating in our community this week. At City Hall, a few things going on. At Monday night, we had our Board of Health meeting. We approved our budget for 2024. But we also got an update on respiratory virus season, so COVID, the flu, and RSV, and a reminder from Dr. Etches at Ottawa Public Health to please make sure you're up to date on your vaccinations. You can go to pretty much any pharmacy. Most of them have drop-in appointments or next day booking. We have a very low percentage of people though who've had a vaccine in the last 6 months or who are up to date on their vaccinations. And it's a great way to protect yourself, especially as we come up to the holiday season. And there's still lots of time to get that vaccine this weekend or early in the week, and it'll have its time to become effective before some of the big gathering dates over the holiday season. So please remember to do that. We had a big, I think it was 8-hour meeting at City Hall to finalize our 2024 city budget. It did get approved, so that's good. I posted a whole thing on my website with some highlights, but I'll just give you a few here. Housing, we're going to contribute $30 million to the construction of affordable housing. That's up from $15 million just a couple years ago, so big jump there. Traffic safety, a lot of investments in traffic safety, to improve intersections and reduce speed and all sorts of measures there. Ottawa Police hiring a number of new officers and also taking a strategic shift, I guess, back to a different or a better kind of neighborhood policing. So that's good. The service level review is ongoing. This is an initiative launched by the mayor to find areas where we could do things more efficiently as a city. And it's already found tens of millions of dollars in savings, and they're running a public engagement at engage.ottawa.ca looking for your feedback and ideas as well, so check that out. And of course, overall in the budget, a real focus on affordability. Taxes are going up by taxes going up by 2.5%, so a modest increase, but we wanted to keep those as low as possible because we know that the price of everything is going up, so trying to be as fiscally responsible as we can at the City of Ottawa. I mentioned on my website, I've got a whole overview of the city budget, so please check that out at glengower.ca. And while you're there, a few other pieces I wanted to highlight that you could check out. One is we are recruiting for our transit advisory board. So if you're someone who uses the bus and the train to commute to and from Stittsville, perhaps you'd like to join. This will be a group that meets 3 or 4 times a year, providing advice and feedback to OC Transpo. There's an article about how you can reduce your waste over the holidays, and also some reminders about what goes in the recycling bin, what goes in the compost, and so on. And there's our event listing, and there are some events coming up, including on Monday. The Rotary Club has the last in its film series on Monday, and the Ottawa West Artists Association, OWAA, they have their exhibit that's ongoing at Takardel Rec. There's also information about some upcoming Hydro 1 maintenance along the hydro corridor that runs parallel to the Trans-Canada Trail and through Shea Woods. Starting this week, there's going to be some what do you call it? I guess manual maintenance. So there'll be some maintenance crews in there cutting back some of the branches and vegetation near the hydro towers. In the new year, there may be some heavy equipment that needs to go in to do some additional maintenance. All that information is on my website, so please check that out if you're someone who uses Shea Woods or walks through the hydro corridor, just to be aware of what's going on. Coming up this week, we are doing Christmas sing-along at Hazeldean Gardens, and we have another one planned for Wellings the week after. If you'd like to join us just for some fun caroling, please send me an email. We'd love to have you along, and thanks to everybody who's expressed an interest so far and is going to join us. Should be really fun. A couple reminders before I wrap up. Number one is if you own a dog, please keep it on leash unless it's in a designated off-leash area. We've had a number of dog on dog and dog on human attacks over the past year, and a lot of it could just be prevented if dogs were kept on leash in public areas like along this Trans-Canada Trail or local pathways and parks. So we appreciate your cooperation on that. And although it looks really nice and wintry right now, it's supposed to start raining and drizzling, and we could get quite a bit of rain. So if you can help us free the drains, if the drain in front of your house is covered by snow and ice, if you could take a few moments this morning to clear that out so we don't get a lot of water accumulating on streets, we would certainly appreciate that. And if it's too much for you to clear on your own, for whatever reason, call 311 and let them know about it as well. And hopefully the weather doesn't get too ugly over the next few days. Anyhow, that's it for me. Again, reminder to drop off a food or cash donation at the OC Transpo bus at No Frills or at Brown's Independent. It's part of the OC Transpo Loblaw food drive for the Stittsville Food Bank. Maybe I'll see you there later on this morning. Take care and have a great week. Bye.